Today's episode is brought to you by DNA Sports Training. If you or someone you know wants to take their game to the next level, then hit up DNA Sports Training. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now to book a training session. We offer training sessions in football, track and field, and everything else in between. Whether you're an offensive or defensive lineman wanting to get off the ball quicker, or you're an athlete wanting to improve their overall speed and agility, we have something for you over at DNA. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now and sign up. Yeah.
Yo, what up, brother? We're back again.
Back again. Icon in the house.
Yes, sir. Episode 48.
Hey, go ahead. Clap it up. Clap it up. Icon in the house. What up? Yeah, man. Hey, we got these great coaches. We got all these great fighters here. Happy to be back in the house of Icon once again. Got Mario and Coach D with us, Coach Rich. Man, hey.
Coach Jess.
Coach Jess, sorry, I'm blanking over here. I spilled my coffee and made her mad, and I'm afraid of her right now.
Yeah.
See, I sold myself out right there. You see how I dined myself out?
All right. Accountability, Coach.
Own it.
Hey,
Own
it
it.
is beautiful to be back in this ring again, to see this environment. You know, you could already start to feel it in the atmosphere. It's close. It's coming soon, and I'm excited to be back. How you guys doing?
Great.
Doing fantastic as always.
Hey, man, we appreciate you guys having us here. Again, giving us a call to do the commentary and the live stream of All Out 2 going down October 8th here at Icon. Very, very, very appreciative of the opportunities, man. It's been fun for me and Dom to kind of get involved with what you guys got going on over here. It's another lane for us to kind of travel with what we do at DNA. You know, it's DNA Sports Training, but we're trying to encompass everything. We're trying to do everything that we can to branch out and to, you know, just make this community bigger for us and for everybody else. So we definitely appreciate you guys giving us that buzz, man.
Amen to that, brother.
Yes.
How are things going? How's the gym?
The gym is phenomenal, man. All these kids are putting in all that work, getting ready for their fights, and they're ready to bring it on the 8th, man. Everybody tune in and be here.
Yo, I know we came in and they're just hanging out. They're supposed to just hang out for the interview, and they're already hitting the bags. And you can't take boxing out these kids, can you?
That's all
Never.
they know. That's all they know.
their
They're ready.
passion.
They stay ready, we tell them.
Yep.
Dude, it's awesome. We've been trying to get Coach D. She's elusive with that defense, son.
D stands for.
And who knew Coach
I
D
lay
stood for
low.
Coach Defense, son? But no,
Right.
it's awesome to get you on, Coach. We appreciate you jumping on with us. Definitely want to get some perspective from you. We talk about it a lot. Not a lot of ladies in the game.
Right.
You and Coach Jess over here at Icon, and there's a couple of gyms that have some coaches that are women. So it's cool to see y'all in here because me and Don, we did a section last week on the podcast about greatest women athletes,
Yeah.
and we were talking about Layla Ali, but we both fell on Christy Martin as being one of the classic. You know, I grew up in that era, so it's kind of
Right.
one of the all-time greats in women's boxing. So it's cool to have a women coaches in the game that are actively involved.
Yes, absolutely. We got to bring them up, and we need more females out here, ladies. Come on,
Let's
step
go.
up. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's show these dudes how it's done.
No more beating up your brothers and come beat up somebody else, right?
Right.
So what's new since the last time we've had you on? I mean, obviously you guys have been state to state, just putting your fighters out there, getting fights and whatnot. Anything new or notable that you guys have been through over the last?
Just traveling. We're being out here going to, we went to Kansas, we went to New Mexico, and we went to Nebraska. So we've been taking these boys out there where they can get fights because it's hard to get fights out here in our own state. So we're out there trying to get what we can, and we're representing Icon throughout the whole Southwest and everywhere we can.
Well, I know when sometimes you guys build the name that you have with some of these fighters, sometimes Donald Duck comes up real quick, you know? Yeah, I'm going to talk my stuff. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know, Coach mentioned that you guys have been putting in a lot of work lately. What are some of the changes that you've made to the roster? Any new additions or anything like that to the team?
As far as the Icon boxing team?
Yes,
or-
yes.
Oh, yeah. So we do have some newcomers on our team that have been training hard. We have Jaime over here. You'll meet him in a second. We got our little champ, Tony, down
Tony.
there. Oh, yeah. You guys wait. Every time they come in the ring, they put on a show, and they display all their skill in that ring. So it's pretty awesome.
That's exciting, man. And you mentioned it, you travel all over, right? And I follow closely on Facebook, and any opportunity I get to like or share, I'm going to always.
Appreciate you.
But one thing that I've noticed, right, Coach said he's going to talk his, I'm going to talk mine too. There's no show like an Icon show, I'll tell you that much.
Right.
'Cause just from the videos, I can tell you, they don't put on like you guys put on. So if you are not in the house, you're missing out. Make sure you are here live in the building to see all the action going down, because I'm excited. The fighters are excited, and we're ready for it. So, kudos to you guys for putting on the shows that you do and the work you put in with these boys.
And if you guys don't, man, make sure you go Icon Boxing page on Facebook, Icon Boxing on Instagram. Make sure you go follow these folks, because they are out there grinding. They are out there getting in the work, but they also are always in here in this beautiful, beautiful camp right here where they have adult training, they have youth training. So make sure you follow them, get on board with what they're doing here. They're about the community. They're in the community, actively in the community. So we definitely appreciate that part about Icon too. So remind everyone, Mario, about Icon Boxing and exactly what you guys do. I was just speaking about the classes you have, but just go ahead and get your pitch out there to Icon and remind everybody what you guys do here.
Yeah, no doubt. So Icon is a vision. We do this for the community. We want to make sure that anybody, whether you're youth or an adult, you have a place that you can call your own and you can come and you can work out and not be judged. We get all students from all levels, but we also do want the ones that are competing. So we do look for those kids that are looking for that opportunity to compete. There are many gyms out there without naming them that'll put you out there, but they will not give you the work that you need before they put you in that ring. We get you ready. When you go in that ring, you're going to be ready. Win, lose, or whatever happens, you're going to go out there with your head held high, and that's because that's what Icon's going to teach you. So if anybody out there is looking for a gym, we're here. We're located in Westminster, and I promise you, we're very affordable. So come on in, check us out. We are 100% nonprofit. Every single dollar that comes in goes right back into that program.
Yeah, I think that's what people don't realize about your guys' shows. It's like, you are a nonprofit, so you're not doing this to bank.
No, sir.
It's a struggle sometimes to break even with how
Yes.
big you guys go.
Yeah.
Even as a goal, sometimes you fall short of that goal. So, I think that's one thing that gets overlooked. And you might, from the outside, you might see, oh, this dude's going to bank off these shows, or he's going to bank off of this. But people don't understand the overhead that goes into it.
Right.
Not just the show itself, but keeping the lights on here, making things work, being able to provide these opportunities for people that others may charge a little bit more, might, they're not as accessible to other people. So I have to give you guys, your flowers for that, because you do a great job of not only showcasing your fighters, but also just keeping a stable home for them to come and be better athletes, be better boxers. So big ups for that, guys.
Appreciate
you.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, Mario, I have something for you. With
sir.
all that said, right, everything put in, sometimes you barely even, don't even make profit.
Right.
You never get there, and it's not for that. But we all have those moments of clarity, right?
Yeah.
When we remember what we do and why we do it.
Right.
For me, my question is what was the last thing that happened to you that you remember that you're like, this is what makes it all worth it?
Just the smiles on everyone's faces, whether they're a part of Icon or not. Honestly, I'm truthful when we state that we do this for the whole boxing community. So we show love to everybody. We tell everybody, come out to our show. We're going to give you the same type of attention that our Icons get, and we want to make sure that you guys remember this. For some of these fighters, this is the highlight of their fight career. So we want to make sure that that's something that they'll always remember, and they always remember that Icon name when they see that belt over their mantle.
And that's real too. I can vouch for that, because he's passed on, Karai from Dowa Boxing. He's passed on David from over at OG Hastings, passed on Herrera's Gym over to us so that we can go and get some coverage of them too. We got to interview David and Karai last week on the podcast. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check that out, because it was a great interview. It's great hearing these guys, have passion in their hearts about what they do and about the sport of boxing. But it's not just about Icon. Like, you're about showcasing everyone. You got these lovely, beautiful trophies back here for team trophies. This beautiful bout up here, man. This bout's dope. I might have to leave with it. I'm just saying, I'll be champion of podcasting or something. We can figure it out.
We'll get you matched up.
I'll arm wrestle Dom. Hey, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go. There it is.
Move this table. Let's get it cracking.
Y'all
You
don't
got
want-
work for that.
Y'all don't want to do that to Coach Dom. We leave the table here
Mario.
and have a TLC.
I got your back for that coffee, bro.
do it.
His wife already had his back for the coffee, bro. She yelled at me real good. No, I'm just
We're jumping.
No, man, I made the cardinal sin of bringing in the coffee into the ring, and
Yeah.
Coach Rich was like, "Oh, we've had throw up and blood in this ring." I was like, "You're supposed to have that in the ring, man. You ain't supposed to have
Yes.
Americano with cream on that thing."
This ring's been through it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Coach D,
Yes,
would love to hear about your coaching background and how you got started in boxing. What brought you here to Icon?
Sure. So yeah, my coaching background. So to start, I did Muay Thai kickboxing for 7 years, got some injuries, stopped off that, and then I went into Grudge Training Center where I was mentored by some of the best, Trevor Whitman, Coach Jacob Ramos. So they brought me under their wing, mentored me to be the best coach I could be, and all the knowledge I gained from them, I spill into these young ones right here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How long you been coaching for?
Since 2013.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So you coach is the
Oh, yeah,
OG.
I'm a
Let's
goat.
go.
I'm a goat.
So,
I'll own it.
so
I'm their backbone for sure.
you say you love the sport, obviously.
Yes.
But what is your why? Why do you coach boxing?
Why? For the kids, the youth. Because I've coached pro. I've been around pros. I love pros, don't get me wrong. But when I have these kids and I see their goals and what they want to do in life, I just want to share everything with them. All of my knowledge, I want them to succeed at everything they want to succeed at. And I want to believe in them and let them know that they do have coaches that believe in them and love them. So we're going to push them to the top.
Yo, that's a key component into drawing out the success out of an athlete,
Yes.
especially young people.
Absolutely.
Both Dom and I coach young people, and it's being able to actually feel your coaches believe into you, right, and then trust you with certain responsibilities. That can be the difference in winning and losing. That can be the difference in that kid excelling in whatever sport they're playing, making it to the next level. Is those little things but it starts with that belief. If someone
Yes.
believes in you, man, I'll run through a wall if you believe that I can do it. Right.
That's
And then
right.
if you, especially if you convince me, yeah, I know you can get through that
got
wall.
this.
It's like, shit,
Yep.
let's go break
Mind
down some
over
walls.
matter. Let's go. Mind over matter. Let's
It
do it.
is. It's all mental, too.
It's important
We
to
got to
have-
keep them there.
Yeah, it's important to
gotta
have
keep
that.
'em there.
It's very important to have that.
That's my why for these kids, and I want to see them shine and go all the way to the top.
Bling, bling.
Yes.
And then same for you, Mario. I think we've gotten this from you a few times, but I don't know if I directly asked. And I think the last time you even said, "What about my why?" So what's your why? Why do you do all this? Not just coaching, right? But everything you do, from the promotion and all of it. Why do you do it?
Because I gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Beautiful.
it. They need it. This community needs that. These kids need that shine. You don't know how much ego we see in this, and we're like, but why about you? It should be about the kids. It should be about the sport. It should be about them passing it forward and maybe doing this later on in life. So they need somebody in their life that can say, you know what, there was that person in my life that said, you know what, I truly, genuinely cared about you. I didn't care about me, I cared about you. So that's my why, is just like Coach D said, and that's why we click so good on what we do, is that we do it for them. And nobody else will, so we're going to step up and we're going to go ahead and carry that on.
It's funny because we see grown men arguing over football games
Constantly.
about what team did what, and we're just like, why are y'all wasting your time, especially on social media.
Right.
We on
Right.
social media just dogging each
Oh,
other,
yeah.
and it's like, oh, wait a minute, did you guys play the game?
Yeah.
Or did the kids play the game? Like, are you guys boxing or is it the kids boxing? So to have these kids front and center, and I know talking to you, Mario, about doing this, and the last time we did it, everything has always been about, I don't care about talking what I want to talk. Let's plug these kids. But I think it's important to get you guys up here, and I appreciate you guys doing it because, it starts somewhere, right? It starts somewhere. And so to have the foundation that you guys lay for these kids to walk over, I think it's important for people to see and to get that recognition, man, because you know what? If they're not here boxing, they're not here learning discipline and learning some of the things that boxing teaches you, where are they? What
Right.
are they doing? And not everyone has active parents in their lives. I do see some parents here, so that's awesome. You know what I mean? It's very important to have active parents in your life.
Support, yeah.
But Idle Hands is a devil's playground. And if you ain't got no nothing to do and you're just out in the streets doing whatever the streets tell you to do,
Right?
we could lose a lot of kids that way. So I appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing. Do you want to hit a couple other coaches with some questions or what?
Yeah, we can. For me, Coach Jess, what do you want to see from your fighters at All Out? We all chase wins. We all want to be victorious, of course. But what else would you like to see from your fighters?
I want to see them giving it their all.
Yeah.
Like, don't hold back.
Yeah.
Just give it all. Everything that these wonderful coaches have been teaching you and training you for, they've been sweating it for here. So you better give it your all. Don't hold back. There's no reason to hold back. This is your house.
Yeah.
You know, show it up.
That's right, right? It's all out for a reason, guys. The name says it all, and Coach just said it. Like, don't let nobody come into your home and do what they want to do. You dictate the fight. You control the pace. You put it on them.
Y'all protect your house.
Yep.
Well, they know that. They're gonna be dealing with me after.
Dom, I think you have one for Coach Rich too, right?
Yeah, Coach Rich, you know, since the last fight that we've all seen you publicly, how do you feel the fighters have improved since that last fight?
They improve immensely. I tell them all the time at the end of practices, I ask them what they felt they did good, and they all come up with something that they know they did good. And that's what we're here for. We're here to improve, make sure they improve. It helps us improve as coaches. They're phenomenal. These kids, they put in a lot of hard work. I mean, if you ever see any of our sessions, sometimes you think, why are they here? This is hell on earth, basically.
Oh, yeah. I think
know,
I cut
they're in here-
5
they're
pounds
here
last time I
working
just
hard.
watched.
So it's always kudos to the kids. The coaches are second to them.
Yes.
So kids, it's always kids are number one, always.
It takes a special kind of person to want to get up in that ring, right, and take some hits. But you mentioned it. It takes an even more special kind of person to want to put yourself through hell beforehand. Like the easy part is the fight.
Yeah.
At least from my view, the easy part looks like the fight. The hell is what goes on behind the scenes, and I relate that to what we do in football, is because our practices sometimes are hell, but the game is the reward for going through hell. In boxing, your training is hell, but your fight, the glory, win or lose, the glory is your reward for going through hell.
Yeah, you know what they say. You didn't work this hard just to get here.
Yeah.
Right, guys? You didn't work this hard. You didn't put in
right.
all this work just to get here. You put in that work to put on a show, to become victorious, to improve as a fighter in the ring, and to just put a stamp on your name.
Hey, so once again, shout out to Icon Sales, Icon Boxing, as they bring you All Out 2 2023, another fabulous boxing event with over 30 fights.
30. Yeah, we're at 31. We were going to go 32, and that's
Yes,
it. So
sir.
someone's going to get that lucky 3-2.
Ranging from all ages. It should be an amazing day and night of boxing. You're going to have concessions, a little liquor stand, special guests, which we'll get into, here in a bit, but special guests, a whole lot more. So make sure you come out and support these fighters, support these coaches, and support what Icon Boxing is doing for the community at All Out 2, Sunday, October 8th. Icon Sales here in Westminster. Tickets are on sale now here at Icon, right?
Yes, they are.
All right, so come get your tickets here at Icon. Don't miss this amazing event. And we mentioned the special guest you just announced. Do you want to announce who your special guest is? Or?
Thought you guys were our special guest.
All love.
Ah, you make me feel
All
good
out,
about that.
all
Blush,
out.
blush.
Hey, you see the rosy cheeks? I look like Santa Claus over here. I look like the Latin Santa.
Latino.
But speaking of a Latino, though, you're going to have the former heavyweight champion out here as a special guest.
Yeah, the one and only Mexican heavyweight world champion, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
You want to talk about going all out?
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about anybody saying, "Oh, this man's gonna bank off of this fight." Hey, he's investing everything he's got and does into this thing, man. So shout out. Make sure you get out here Sunday, October 8th. All Out 2 here at Icon Sales, Icon Boxing. And for some reason, if you can't, and if you're viewing from out of state, outside of Colorado, make sure you hit up the DNA Sports Training YouTube page. We'll link it on this podcast. But make sure you hit up that because you can live stream it, watch these young fighters do their thing. It's super exciting, man. And you know what? I'm sure it's pressure on them. But also, hey, they're getting to get, people that maybe not be able to watch them, put some eyes on them and get to know who these fighters are. I think that's very important. It's important to me to be able to showcase these fighters and kind of give them light that maybe they wouldn't otherwise got.
Yes, sir.
So now that we got that done, coaches, appreciate y'all.
Always. Thank you for being here
Give
with
a hand
us.
for y'all coaches, man. But now we're going to get into what we came here to do.
That's right.
And we're going to talk to some of these fighters here, man. Mario, is there anyone that you want to bring up first, or do you want to, do you want me to go down the list? Have we have it? How do you?
I want to bring the new kid on the block up first. I want to bring up Tony.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I want to hear what
Go,
he's got to
Tony.
say. Come on, Tony.
We let him take it. Come here, Tony. Sit down here.
Man, for y'all that don't know, this is Tony Torres Valdez,
Adjust
Yep.
this and then you-
and he's getting into his second bout against Ulysses Becerra. I know I'll ruin that name, man. I'm horrible with it. But Tony won his debut fight against Ulysses, and Ulysses wants to run it back. So we're gonna have Tony here just talking about that. What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
How you doing, young man?
Good.
Yeah, you ready? You ready for next Sunday?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. You could probably just undo the little silver thing, and all right, there he goes. He got it.
All right,
That'll work perfect. So welcome. Thanks for getting on. How long you been boxing for?
I think about like 9 months already.
9 months, huh? A lot of hard work. You enjoy it?
Yeah.
You're crazy, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're one of those crazy ones we were talking about that would put themselves through heck to enjoy it. What do you like most about boxing?
Well, I like when like you're like stressed and like you're angry. You can take out your anger on the bag.
And not get in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it, right? Channel all that energy and that negative energy and turn it into a positive
right.
in the ring and just inflict damage. Are you familiar with boxing outside of what you do? Like, who's your favorite boxer?
Right now, Canelo.
Canelo?
Canelo with the dub last night. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah.
It was a walk through the park with him, huh? It was just a clinic.
Yeah.
Do you punch as hard as Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Hey, so we talked about your fight a little bit. My question for you are you looking to end this the same way you did the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us how you ended the first one. So for those that don't know.
So in the first round, I gave it everything, and then the second round, I got a little tired, but then the third round, I got my strength back and started hit, and I was hitting everything.
Nice.
So it was decision.
Yeah, he won on a decision. It was a split decision, and he pretty much called it like it was. But there it goes again. That's shout out to your coaches. We
Yeah.
gave it to you and told you mentally you better be ready. Now you took that first round. He came out like thunder, man. He had the crowd going, and then round two, a little bit of fatigue hit him, and that's when we told him, no, you did not come here. You did not show up to leave without the dub.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, coach, we got this. And yep, we got him in there, and he gave it his all in that third one, and he won it 2 rounds.
So we're going unanimous or knockout this time, right? Because we don't want we don't want another split, right? We're always trying to progress from the last time.
Well, if you watched that Lubin fight last night, you
Yeah,
don't want to leave it to the judges. Well, no, good job, man. Because you know what? It's easy to, when we get tired, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. And it's harder to dig deep and find that other gear. And I always try to tell our young kids, you got more than you know. You've got more speed. You've got more strength. You've got more ability than you know. Once you break through that ceiling, you all of a sudden discover that you're more capable than you thought you were. So kudos to you for being able to break through that, man. Wish you luck on this next fight. We'll be here calling it. And we get an interview after you win that fight too, buddy. So you're going to come down and talk to us after you win that fight, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, one thing I want you to take with you is I want you to remember the feeling you got after you pushed through being tired in that second round, right? You came back out in the third and you closed the deal. And sometimes when our bodies want to shut down, when our bodies want to quit, when they want to give up and we push through, the success is so much more rewarding. So remember that success and how you pushed through that. Even though your mind was telling you no, your body showed you that you're a champion. Good job, kid.
Definitely. Tony, before we move on to the next fighter, is there anything you'd like to say to your family, your people, your friends, your opponent? Just before you go, the floor is yours. Say whatever you'd like to say, brother.
Thank you, for supporting me, and shout out to everybody who's watching this.
All right.
What can we expect out of your fight, Tony? Go ahead, tell everybody what everybody's going to expect in part 2.
All out.
All right, a man of few words.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
job,
Hey,
Tony.
give it up for Tony. All right. Appreciate you, man. We'll go ahead and get up the next fighter. Who do you want to bring up next, Mario?
Oh man, this kid can talk. Let's bring him up here. MCF, get up here. Let's
Oh,
go.
I know this kid can talk, boy.
Here we go.
MCF ain't never met a
Here we go.
microphone he didn't like.
Let's spice it up.
Alright. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my favorite coach, Coach D.
None taken.
Character,
That's
boy.
what's up.
What's,
Mike?
what's up, MCF?
Nothing really, just playing it cool, working hard.
Playing it cool.
That's what's up. What's up? I see you rocking the merch. We're gonna have some more merch at this next show.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Man, you gotta make one of those in a super
Blanket.
big size guy. In blanket, size blanket. That's what size I wear. Size blanket. So I might have to get one of those, man. So although if I put that on me, it's gonna be like a life size Michael.
This would be like me just like this.
just sitting there on my shirt. Well, Michael, how you doing, bud? How you been doing since the last time we saw you?
Good,
Yeah, how's boxing going for you?
good, working hard.
Yeah, you have had a couple of fights since Cierro Miedo, and
Yeah, I had a few.
yeah, how'd they go?
One in Greeley. It was a good fight. I stopped him the second round.
Nice.
So the first round I got 2 8 counts on him, and then the last one I went all out, and I don't think he landed one punch on me.
All right, let's go.
Like I was just boom, boom, boom.
Just getting it, huh?
Yep.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So let's talk about this fight coming up. This is part 2, right, of what you guys already did out in Buena Vista. Let's talk about the one in Buena Vista. How do you plan to build off of what happened in the last fight?
Kill him.
Kill him. That's what I like to hear. What work have you been putting in?
Hard work, 2 hours nonstop, and if I have a bad practice, I have to do it the next day. I have to go even harder.
That's right. You say nonstop, right? We were setting up for this podcast for all of our viewers that are out there don't get to see. This kid walks in the gym and the first thing he does is starts hitting the bag, right, Coach? He starts
Yeah.
working out, and in the background he's just steadily working. So, I know you're gonna bring it. What does kill him mean? What are you gonna do? Because let's spice it up, Mike. We are here for a reason. You said you're gonna kill him. When you end in this fight,
First round.
first round. That's what I like to see.
He's gonna cry. He's gonna retire.
Okay.
Let's go.
No, he's gonna be to the ref.
Yeah.
Let's
That's what
go.
I'm talking about.
Hey, man. Hey, he was one of the ones. And so I was joking when I spilled my coffee. I said, I'll stand up against the wall. You send the fighters through, hit me with a quick 2-piece. And I seen this dude grin, big old grin. He was like, oh yeah, I'm about to work him. And I was like, yo, we just playing, Michael. We just playing. We're not gonna 2-piece me. I don't need all that. Michael, why do you box?
I box to stay fit and become the best.
Not just physically fit, but I imagine mentally fit too, right?
Yes. Sometimes, like, for my family, maybe, for my grandpa, stuff like that.
Very nice. Very nice. What are you looking forward to? I know you said you want to end it early, but what are you looking forward to showcasing at All Out to?
Say that again?
What are you looking forward to showcasing to your fans at All Out to?
I'm looking for hard punches, hitting him hard in front of his coaches in his corner, just hitting him, looking at his coach like,
It's a nice belt right out in front of you.
yep.
You looking to take that home too, huh?
Hell yeah.
Add it to the collection?
Add it to them.
And,
Let's
and there's
go.
some pretty big trophies behind us too. So you planning on putting on a good enough show to take one of those home?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go. Mario, man, this kid seems like he has everything inside him to be a successful fighter and boxer. What have you seen from him that leads you to believe that he's on a path to glory?
This kid's a gym rat. He's in here every single day, man. He's the first one in. He's one of the last ones out. He's putting in all that work. Shout out to all his coaching as well that he gets as well. Coach Rich as well, bringing him in here, making sure that he puts that hard work in behind the scenes, everything that goes on as well. And he's looking to avenge his only loss. I mean, let's put it out there, Mikey. This was your only loss in Buena Vista. Nobody else has beat you. You've gotten a lot of stoppages, but this kid, he got your number. So that's why, like you said, you got to come out and you got to bring it.
Yes.
Literally all out to get what's yours, settle the score, and move on to bigger things, right?
Yes.
So it'd be Michael Cruz Ford versus Isaac Borgarin.
Bogarin.
See, that's why I need my mans right here. Part 2, Mikey is in the role of avenging his loss to Isaac in Buena Vista. I think something tells me, man, I think you've been putting a lot of work over the last, since that fight. And I think something tells me that you might break through and go ahead and get that dub.
I think he named his bag Isaac. I'm just going to say.
He named his bag Isaac.
Yeah, his
Let's
punching bag is
go.
called Isaac. So.
Is that what that picture was on there over there?
Well, Michael, want to give you the same chance as we did Tony. Here's your chance to speak to your fans, your family, your support system, your opponent. Anything you want to say right now, man, hop up in that mic and say it, and it's your floor.
Man, you need to see this fight. I'm going to bring it all out. He's going to be crying, bleeding, and all I'm going to hear is, Mikey, Mikey. And just come out, support me, and that's all I want to say. Thanks.
Man, that's what's up right there. What do you gotta say to your coaches and your family before we get off here?
Thank you for bringing me every day, and then thanks for training me, teaching me all I know, teaching me my angles. Thanks for giving me discipline, stuff like that.
Shout out to young Michael Cruz Ford. Best of luck, Mikey, man. Hey, I'm looking for that first round knockout, and then you can come down and talk to us on the fights and you commentate with us a little bit, man, and let us know what's going down. Hey, Mikey Cruz Ford, everybody. Give him a big hand, big hand, big hand. All right. Who we got next, Mar?
All right, let's bring up this young man right here, Jaime Rodriguez.
Jaime Rodriguez. He has fought at All Out last year, winning his fight, getting his belt. He is called out of competition looking to find someone to fight. We've tried 3 different fighters and all have declined, so it sounds like a little scary there, huh?
Something like that, man. I mean, look at this man. I don't know. They don't want any of it, so let's see what we can get.
Hey, if you're out there and you think you're up to the challenge, and you're a fighter, hit up Mario because we're looking for an opponent right now.
Hey. Jaime, thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Gracias. Thank you.
All right, so we'll ask the same question. Why do you box?
¿Por qué boxeas, Jaime? Quieren saber por qué boxea Jaime.
Pues me gusta mucho el deporte de contacto y este deporte me ayuda pues, a llevar mi vida equilibrada en un buen camino, se podría decir.
Jaime likes the contact sports, and he says that this keeps him, clear. It's something that he looks forward to, keeps him in shape, and it's something that keeps him steady and focused.
Nice.
How long have you been boxing for?
¿Cuánto tiempo tienes boxeando?
Tal vez son como 6 años, pero paré como 2 años por una quebrada de clavícula que tuve.
Okay, so he's been off and on 6 years. He did take 2 years off because he had a little bit of an injury and he had to take some time off, but he's been going in the game for about 6 years.
You obviously are proving yourself out there at the last All Out. Why do you think no one wants the smoke? No one wants to get in the ring with you?
Te preguntan que si te acuerdas el show del otro año cuando ganaste tu campeonato y no tienes pelea para esta, ¿por qué crees que no te quieren pelear?
No lo sé.
He's being humble. He said he doesn't know.
Well, I think it has something to do with how you throw them hands, that they don't want to get in there with you, man. That's what I'm thinking, but, what brought you here to Icon?
¿Qué te trajo aquí a Icon?
Muy buen gimnasio, muy buen equipo, muy buenos coaches. Aquí está todo para salir adelante en el boxeo.
Okay.
He said the total package here at Icon, he says he has great facility, great coaching, great discipline. He has the whole package all in one.
Hey, and I understand Spanish a little bit, so I know Mario ain't just gassing himself up by saying great.
Is there any fighter that you see similarities in yourself in?
Un peleador que tenga el mismo estilo más o menos como usted, profesional o alguien que te guste a ti que ¿Tienes el mismo?
No lo sé, no lo he pensado.
He hasn't thought that much into that, but
Who's your favorite boxer, all time or current?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you like to knock people out, then, is what you're saying.
What are you looking forward to with All Out 2?
¿Qué anticipas para las peleas el siguiente domingo?
Como,
So, ¿qué estás buscando? O sea, ¿vas a venir a pesarte? ¿Vamos a buscarte la pelea? ¿Qué podemos esperar de Jaime?
pues yo vengo a ganar. Ojalá haya peleador.
He says he's here to win. He's looking for that fighter.
There we go.
Yeah, we need him. So you have a long reach. I'm just kind of checking you out. What style of fighter are you? Are you a brawler? Are you a boxer? What do you bring into the ring?
¿Qué es tu estilo, Jaime? ¿Te gusta puros ganchos, mucho golpear estilo mexicano, más técnico? ¿Cómo te crees tú en peleador?
Tal vez técnico, pero sí me gusta pues el intercambio de golpes también.
Yeah, he's technical, but he says he doesn't mind going back and forth as long as he gets more.
Yeah.
Well, change it up. Hey, that's a deadly fighter right there. You can be smart at times and then just be a warrior. What do you enjoy most about the sport of boxing? What do you take from it the most?
¿Qué es tu cosa favorita del deporte de boxeo?
La sensación después de una pelea, se siente feliz uno, no sé.
He says the sensation after the fight is over, just knowing that you went through that and just, the overall feeling of being in that ring.
Well, we need an opponent because I want to see this, man. I didn't get to see your first fight, and I'm intrigued. I would like to see what you bring into the ring. So if there's fighters out there and you think you're up to this smoke, then, again, hit Mario up because we want to see some action.
About that action, boss. When you're not fighting, when you're not boxing, what do you enjoy doing?
¿Qué te gusta hacer cuando no estás haciendo el deporte de boxeo?
Me gusta ir mucho, pues correr o a las montañas. Son mis pasatiempos.
This guy's an outdoor guy. He likes running, likes going to the mountains. He likes staying fit.
You fish?
¿Te gusta pescar?
Nah. We're going to get you on the river.
¿Te van a llevar?
Here's a chance real quick. Say what you'd like to say to your family, your fans, your friends, anybody that you want to call out. The mic is yours to say what you'd like to say.
No, pues gracias a todos, a Mario, a mis coaches, mi equipo. Pues quiero invitarlos a todos el domingo 8 aquí a las peleas. Van a estar muy interesantes, muy buenas, para que apoyen al gimnasio.
It's a shout out to all his team, his coaching, his family. He's looking forward to getting a fight. He says come and check it out because it's going to be a one-of-a-kind event, and he's looking forward to fighting.
All right, man. Hey, you got another one?
Yeah. Is there anybody in particular that's ducking you?
Ya quieres saber que si quieres decir el nombre de alguien que no te quiere pelear.
No, pues no.
He's going to keep it classy.
He said everyone.
Hey, I won't. You know who you are. Let's sign up to fight already. You know who you are.
Well, Jaime, I appreciate you hopping on with us, man. I look forward to finally being able to see you fight one day, and just keep up all the hard work, man. This is a great place to be, and I know you know that's true, and I look forward to seeing you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Give it up, give it up. Man, a few words, but also you can see in his face, like, he's about that action.
Some hunger.
Yeah, man, he shows up and he puts that work in. And like we said at first, he was kind of attached to us, but he's been coming in, he's been clicking in with our crew, and he's following our drills. So I think I know why they're ducking him, but we're going to get him somebody, don't you worry.
Hey, man, you know what? Sometimes that's what it's like. You can ask a lot of fighters who've been ducked dozens and dozens of times, and then once they get in that ring, you see why people been ducking them. But hey, I know we got one more, right? One more fighter?
Yeah.
And I know this one's kind of special to you a little bit, right? Just a little
Just
bit.
a little bit, you know, just a little bit.
We're going to go ahead and bring up Alex X Carrillo. Come on, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Look at him, look at him.
Dripped out.
Look at him,
Look at him.
look at him.
Hey, I already like it, right? Because first interview with X, he was a little shy, a little timid. And when we got here, he was like, "You ready? I'm ready." So I can't wait. X, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Nice to see you.
I see you too.
It's been a long time. What you been doing? What kind of work you been putting in?
all of it. Just going all out this time.
Nice. It's nice to see you, brother. I know you've been putting in some fights. I know you've been battling through some things. So I'm happy to see that you're there and you're ready to go. What are you looking forward to for your fight here at All Out 2?
Looking for the knockout. Obviously, all out 2 means I got to go 2 times more better than last show. So putting it all out.
All Out 2. I like how you know what the theme. All these fighters have all come through with that theme of being all out and having to go all out. So it sounds like that's something that you guys are drilling in training, right?
Definitely, like we tell them, we want to do everything we can on our power, but all we can do is we can take you to the pond to drink. Are you going to take that sip? Are you going to indulge? Or are you just going to sit back and watch it? So go get yours.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, X, there are a lot of big moments in young fighters' careers, right? And you've had several yourself. You're fighting a young, up-and-coming guy. Some would say he's on a streak. This is a big fight for both of you. Do you look forward to stopping his streak? And are you doing it with more of a technical experience, or are you just going in there to get the knockout, like you said, you're going to go brawl it out?
Obviously, of course, technical because I have the experience, and also looking forward to end his streak because I obviously know that he has some wins on me. So trying to get him down to a loss now.
There you go. So you're gonna avenge those wins that he has on you here.
Well, let's get straight. You've never fought this kid before.
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, no,
He just
worded that
meant
wrong.
he just meant he has a few wins on his record is what he's doing, not against him personally.
There we
But you're
go.
going to be that first one in the out column, is from what I'm hearing.
Yes, correct.
Good.
So I'm hearing you're having another one of a kind entrance. You know, I've always seen that was when Mario was telling us last time before Seattle Mail, these ring entrances are going to be wild. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then pyrotechnics and all that. So what are you planning for your ring walk entrance, or you can't say that yet?
That's going to stay a secret until the day.
So if they want to know what your ring walk entrance is, they're going to have to come over here to Icon Boxing October 8th, get them a ticket, get them some popcorn, because it's about to be a show.
Yeah, show up to the fight. You definitely want to see my ring entrance.
There we go. So I understand you kind of embracing the haters a little bit. You've taken on that little bit of a heel kind of move to it. What gets you in your zone? What gets you in the right mind place to get out there and to fight?
Just to know that I could take it. It's just up to me if I can, if I want to put in the work. And I'm always just motivated to just be better. That's just my whole motive.
Constant progression, right? You talk about getting better each time. And we've seen you out here and you've been continuously putting in work. You got several victories under your belt. As far as getting better in this fight, what technically do you look to get better at from your last performance?
More power, because I know I don't have that much power. And just angles, head movement too. Keeping my hands up, because that's number one problem why I get caught a lot.
So, X, I know you're feeling about 100%, and it's hard to get to feeling 100% sometimes with as much, work that you put in. Body's feeling good, though. You've battled through some minor injuries. How are you feeling? Are you excited to be out there and be ready to go and to be 100% knowing that you got your full body ready to go?
I'm excited. I'm ready for this one.
Nice.
He's not ready, then it's on him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he's going to do, right? You're coming to execute your game plan, do what your plan is for that fight, and become victorious.
Yes.
Pops, have you guys drilled anything different lately, or you guys just kind of stick on the same thing? Is there, I don't know if with different fighters, if there's different things you drill. Obviously, there's different styles of fighters. So is there something with this fight that you guys have been drilling differently, or kind of just more of the same?
All the tricks will be revealed on Sunday.
So again, if you want to see what y'all been doing, come down here,
You're
get
gonna
you a
have to come
ticket.
and watch it. This
October.
one's going to be a little bit differently. We're working on something a little bit different, and we're going to keep it that way until you see it, and then all will be revealed.
That's right. All Out it's a double entendre, right? They're going to go all out in the ring, and we also need all you viewers to come all out to the show.
There you go.
Because we need all the supporters in the house to see what's going down. X, you're embracing the Himothy role, right? You're him right now. You're that villain. Which villain? Which villain are you going to be playing at All Out?
start thinking like, oh, your comic book things and all that. Like, who's a villain that you want to go and embrace in this?
I mean, the villain I'm trying to portray is just someone from wrestling, and that's gonna be more shown at the show. So once again, make sure you show your face there, and you'll see more.
It's in his blood. You just watch.
That's what's up, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. You got me excited, bro. You make me want to come buy a ticket. I'm gonna be on the ringside already. So we got to make sure we get people out here, though. X, why do you box? And I know we've gone over this before, me, with us. But tell these new viewers, why do you box? Why do you do what you do? Why do you put yourself through hell to come out here for 6 minutes of glory? What do you do it for?
To be the greatest. That's all I want to be the greatest of amateur boxing in my weight division.
Okay. Anything else more? Or Dom?
No,
Looking at more.
I just basically wanted to close it out with, what do you have to say to your opponent before Coach asks you about your fans and your viewers and everything else out there? With this new persona, I want to hear what you have to say to your opponent.
Bring it. That's all I want to tell him.
Yeah.
Bring it. What do you want to say to your fans, your coaches, family, friends, anybody that might be at the fight? What do you want to say to them before we check out?
Thank you, and this is going to be one heck of a show, I have to tell you straight up. Thank you for all my coaches, especially my dad, for putting this all out here, doing this for me, doing this for all our teammates, because he wants to see us perform.
I love it, man. Hey, that's Alex X Carrillo. Good luck. All Out 2. I'm looking forward to calling your fight. I'm looking forward to you displaying exhibition in boxing out there, man. And when that referee raises your hand, bro, you're gonna come down and get an interview with us, man, and talk to us a little bit more, dude. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
Shout out to X, man. Good job.
Shout out to DNA Sports, too. Everyone need a round of applause for them.
I love this kid.
Hey, and in
Here's that $5 I promised you.
in the words of the late great DMX, X is gonna give it to you. You better be ready on All Out.
X marks the spot.
That's right.
X spots the marks.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Good job, X. Hey, Mario, I'm just gonna say, bro, I don't know what it is. I think Dom's been drinking some of the All Out water a little bit too, because we're talking about, we got ourselves a little Monday Night Football action
Nice.
up in Windsor this Monday, and my man here, he's talking about, yo, I'm about to go get this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna come out doing this, and I'm like,
Do it.
you been hanging out with Mario a little bit. Talking about going all out. Yo, once again, All Out 2 here at Icon Boxing. 74th and Federal in Westminster. Make sure you get out here October 8th. What time does it start at?
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Doors open at noon.
Doors opening at noon. There's going to be concessions, liquor, special guests, Andy Ruiz Jr. up in here. The real special guests are these fighters, though, man.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about. So kudos to you, man. I can't wait for the event. Can't wait to see how full you get it. Last time you told us you're going to have this place full, I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, holy shit, this guy got this place full, man. Like, it was wild. So if the last event was any indication, All Out 2 is going to be exactly that, all out. So shout out to you for what you guys do, man, and we definitely appreciate it. Before we finish up, Mario, I do want to talk a little bit. Obviously, you mentioned the special guest. Last time you had Floyd Cashflow Diaz out, and Floyd was super gracious, man. He sat down with us. His pop sat down with us. They're really good people, man. So you're going all out again here, and you're bringing out the only Mexican-American heavyweight champion to ever exist.
Right.
And Andy the Destroyer Ruiz Jr. Talk to us a little bit about that, man. What prompted you to want to do something like that?
You know, honestly, just because we got to keep setting the bar up higher. So you obviously know where my entertainment comes from. So that's where it came from. Is how did that grow? Is it grew by getting celebrities in. You started getting people in, and they want to come see him. And then when you do that, then you're able to showcase your talent, and people get eyes on you. So that's what we're doing here. Is we're putting eyes on Colorado boxing. If you want to come to our sport and come and do it, then you might want to come to our events, because this is where it goes down. If you like to fight in front of crowds, come. If you like to fight in front of crickets, go elsewhere. Here, you're going to fight in front of a jam-packed house, and we're going to put on a show for you, and we're going to give you a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience. The fighter, the crowd, everybody, even the celebrities that came. Cashflow, he was so amazed by everything that we did. He was very generous, and we were very gracious for having him out here. But he even told me, he said, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't expect what I saw. I just thought I was going to go into a gym, you were going to give out a couple T-shirts, and that was going to be that. The belts, the trophies, everything else, everything we do first class, because we believe that our fighters are first class. And that's all the fighters, not just Icon fighters, but Colorado fighters. And big ups to the guys coming out here as well from Nebraska, Kansas, Washington. They're making that they're making that trip out here because they want to get in some of it all out as well. So, I mean, all around, shout out to USA Boxing and amateur boxers.
No, I think it's cool what you do, man. Like I said, I think Don mentioned it earlier, incorporating fighters from all over, not just, sticking the shine to your gym,
Right.
but putting the shine on the event and the fighters that'll be at the event in a whole. I think a lot of times Eagle will kind of say, hey, let's do me.
Right.
But to be able to be a little bit more selfless, and obviously you're going to promote the hell out your guys, and you do a great job. You guys do a great job on social media of doing that. But I think it's cool, man, that what you do is hey, it's not just about us. It's also about Colorado boxing in a whole, U.S. amateur boxing in a whole. I think a lot of people kind of have this thing about boxing kind of not being what it used to be, and to some points it isn't what it used to be. But when there's people like you, people like your team that will put in the work to continually bring boxing to the forefront, man, I appreciate it because I'm a fan of the sweet science, man. Always have been and always will be. I love UFC too, but boxing's where it's at, in my opinion, in terms of combat sports. So big ups to you and your crew and what you do. I have, did you have another?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch base a little bit on the whole event and ask you a question, Mario, because last time, we seen it wasn't all out, right? But you went all out then too. There was a great show. You mentioned it. Floyd was in the house. You had commentating from us. You had the ring announcer. Like, it was a great event. How do you continuously set that bar higher and higher, right? We look at all these beautiful bouts, and I walked in and seen this one. I was like, bro, this bout is sick. So how do you continuously not only motivate yourself, but just do it in general, set that bar higher?
The motto in life is never settle. We keep looking bigger and better for next time. Matter of fact, I'm already thinking about the next show. I'm not going to discuss it yet, but it's going to come, and you're going to be like, wow, how are you going to keep outdoing it? And that's the life goal, is to keep doing bigger and better things and making this thing grow. So there's going to be bigger attractions, even bigger venues, and we're going to be keeping going out there. And we like to keep it creative with the names as well. And all our names, they have meaning to it. Last one, it pretty much showed that we showed no fear. We did it from our home base when everybody said, you're crazy, it can't happen. And we did, and everyone's like, this is actually a store? And we're like, no, it's a venue today, and we're going to turn that into one as well. And now we're getting known. People want to know what's going on, and we're going to continue to grow. That's what wakes me up every morning, is the challenge of what's ahead for tomorrow.
Man, that's beautiful to hear, bro. And I appreciate hearing that, dude. As a kid, saw you growing up. We lived across the street from each other for a number of years, and never did I imagine you'd be putting on these kind of shows, man. Like, you've always had
But I told you I was going
I
to.
was about to say, you've always had a thing for the flair.
Yeah.
You've always had a thing for the flair. And, I don't think it's a mistake that it happens like this. Sometimes we're called to do certain things. And so to see what you do with these young folks and to see what you do here with the gym, the opportunities you provide, man, big ups to you, bro. It's mad love, bro, and mad respect to you for what you do. Before we get out of here, we always like to do a mailbag question. If you want to get to participate in the mailbag question, make sure you go to DNASportsDenver.com/ask DNA. That's DNASportsDenver.com/ask DNA, and leave us a question, leave us a comment, concern, complaints. We take it all, man, because we take everything into consideration, and we want to hear what our viewers are talking about and wanting to hear. But before we get out of here, tell us what you are most excited for this upcoming event.
Me personally, I'm excited for our trophies this year because these mean something a little special here. We lost somebody in the local community early in the year. His name was Donovan Garcia, a young champion. He was a young kid, same age as all our kids. And unfortunately, he's no longer here with us, but he's still looking down on us. So the fight of the night's going to be named after him for the trophy. It's called the Donovan Cup. It's right behind us here to my left. It's the red trophy. And the most outstanding boxers walking away with the first ever Donovan Cup. And then this time we spiced it up a little bit and we said, let's get some team recognition. So the gold cup next to me on to the right, that's going to be the team trophy. So no bias, whoever brings it the best team-wise is going to go home with that one right there and is going to be able to display that at their gym. So these trophies are special to us. So we want to make sure that they go to the rightful owner, hopefully us, but if it's not, we're gonna give them with their head held high and say, here you go, amen, here's your flowers.
Hey, you know what, man? That's respect, bro. Because you last fight, the Seattle Miedo event, you could have given out that fight of the night to any one of a couple of your fighters that really came through. And you know what? There was a lot of good fights, and you guys made sure it went out to someone that was very, very deserving. And so I respect that about you guys, man. Once again, Sunday, October 8th, here at Icon Boxing, we've got All Out 2. Make sure you guys get here, get your tickets. Doors open at noon. Don't wait till noon to get down here to get your tickets. Get in line, because last time there was a line out here. So there'll be a line out here. So make sure you guys come down here, get your tickets. If you can't get down here, make sure you live stream it on our DNA Sports Trading YouTube page. Make sure you go click subscribe, like, follow. That way we can bring that to you. Mario, we're forever gracious for you having us here, brother, and we're very thankful. Is there anything you'd like to say before we hop up out here?
Likewise, and thank you guys very much for putting the kids first yourself as well. DNA Sports is all about the kids as well, guys, if you don't know that. These guys put in the hard work and do what they do in their sport and now joining our sport. And just shout out to DNA Sports for always bringing the love.
Man, hey, well, is that time again?
It's that time, man. It's been a wonderful show. We're in a wonderful place with wonderful people, but it's time for us to say goodbye. And give a special shout out to Inkless Lasers, of course, Icon Sales and Boxing, Anytime Flood Restoration, the Play Harder Podcast, Rebel Promotions, Black Sevens, Genesis Catering, Lash All Beauty, Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers, the Cannon Fly Shop, and the Westminster Youth Football Association.
Go Pack. Go Pack. Monday Night Football, baby.
That's right,
We're going to
baby.
take that.
And make sure you go check out DNA Sports Denver. Check out our socials. Check out Icon Sales and Boxing socials. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on everything we have going.
Yo, shout out to all these fighters, these wonderful coaches, parents. Hey, we appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for being out here. Thanks for coming and kicking with us. Mad love. Till next time, for my partner Dom, I'm Coach Al. For Mario, man, we're out of here. We love
We're
y'all.
out.
Peace.